Well, folks, I just want to get this shit off my chest. Pardon my language, but so I found out that the other girl, has a boyfriend now, and he's a guy I know, and it just kind of all makes sense now why, she's been looking at me the way she's as when she, shows up, or why why she disappears, goes and leaves the room right when she sees me there, and all that, and I hate this kind of stuff. It's happened before in my life. I remember. I remember when I found out that that girl I liked, that Palestinian girl, half Palestinian girl, that she had a boyfriend, and I hadn't, you know, known about him, and he showed up and started threatening me. I remember that, and it's all these sort of feelings, and it's like I feel like I have to just like cut myself off completely from all those folks because it's just I feel like crap, and and of course my current girlfriend, I'm probably gonna end up breaking up with her. And it's like that whole deal. Like it's not like I broke up with the girlfriend and got with this other girl and whatever, moved on, that sort of thing. It's the fact that that girl was there. She flirted around with me. She was interested in me. I already had a girlfriend, and she just moved on and got her boyfriend. She's from a Muslim family, but her boyfriend um, is non-Muslim, so it feels like even more emasculating because she has said that she basically didn't like non-Muslim or non didn't like Muslim men because, as it turned out, she had a bad experience with some other Muslim guy, and I'm trying to explain this stuff to the girlfriend right now, and she's just not like she's not accepting anything from me, and it's like I know I have antisocial people. My father knows this stuff, and he's telling me this stuff right now. This stuff has to stop, and you need to change your ways and all that. And it's just like I'm wanting to have hope that things would change with the other girl, and the very least we could be friends. But it's not like that now. And just to like realize, like I saw that guy, I know him, and to like realize like that's her boyfriend now, and dang, dude. Like this stuff is just really distracting me. I feel expendable. I feel like I had that moment where I was the attractive guy, the desirable guy, the wanted guy, and because I didn't know how to handle that, because I couldn't deal with that, because etc. 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 I messed it up, and it's like it's not like I can just go, okay, I realize that and move on. It's like it's being constantly put in my face because this is a small group of people, and wow, like wow. I don't know, dude. I'm gonna have to process this, and it sucks that like it's 4:14 a.m. I have an exam at 3 p.m. today, and I've been preparing for it all this time. And I know that the way things work, the male dominance hierarchy in my life and whatnot. It's like if I fail out of school, I'm really a nobody. you know? It's only if, ironically enough, it's only if I quote unquote get my act together and things turn out alright for me that I would have any chance with any girl, you know? And it's always seemed like this beta male strategy to do that kind of thing. You know, just don't focus on the girls at all. Focus on your education or your career. I'm just gonna ghost on those folks and just disappear because it just feels so freaking awkward and uncomfortable and whatnot. And wow, I'm being overwhelmed right now. I know I'm not like crying because I know crying isn't gonna do any good. You know, it's just like fapping to porn. It's not gonna do me any dang good. It's just, you know, because so much of my fapping to porn has been rooted in like wanting to experience certain things. And not necessarily in a messed up way, but like, you know, you like a girl, she rejects you, or you mess things up with a girl. Maybe you break up with your girlfriend and you try and find porn that, you know, reminds you of that girl, and then you try to pretend like you're actually having sex with her, and try to give you that. It's to try to give you that feeling of, you know, having succeeded, having gotten with her, you know, and dang, dang. Ugh. I'm sorry. This is just screwing with me, and it's like I want to go on and on and on about this because and you know it's like even as I talk to my dad, he's trying to give me a pep talk, saying, you know, trying to give me this sort of perspective on things that I won't get more bent out of shape about it, and I'll be able to move on and get over it, and you know, even just to have a hope that can then take me forward. And he's trying to tell me this stuff, but you know it's kind of like there's a difference between, you know, like you end up dating some girl and maybe she had a boyfriend at the time, but you didn't know the boyfriend personally, and sorry. And what was I saying? Oh, because you know I know the boyfriend personally, and for a short time there we were friends, And he was one of the guys I kind of like cut off and decided to not talk with any contact with them. And it's kind of like in the meantime, like they got together, you know. And I didn't really regret that decision until I came back and saw her again, and it was just like, wow. Like, because before she would wear the headscarf, I didn't really see her physical beauty all that much. And now she doesn't, and it's just like, bam, you know, right there. And in all honesty, like, another deeper issue really to me is the fact that, like, right now in this moment, um, right now in this moment, I feel like this emotion that I've tried to like suppress for so long, and it's the fact that, see, for the longest time, I admittedly have had social issues, social interaction, social skill issues. Never really was great at interacting with folks. I would use the kind of humor that was kind of off the wall, and I guess you could say kind of weird in the sense of awkward humor. People would laugh, obviously, but it's kind of the kind of stuff that, oh, the girls laugh at you, but they never want to date you because you're that weird guy. And obviously, I've tried to work on that, but it got to a point where I just and what was I saying? Oh, where I was just so lonely, and I was wanting a girlfriend so much that I was willing to go overseas, willing to go through, the internet and find a girlfriend, basically. And those are some of the not so self edifying reasons for why I have a long distance girlfriend at the moment. Because over here, socially speaking, I've basically been a loser for so long. And I got to the point where I was going to go and find some girl overseas who wouldn't, I guess, at first see me as this loser, because I can present myself a certain way on the internet, through the internet, and when I go overseas, like to Morocco, like um, I'm not just some guy, because I've had the experience in the U.S. of still 80-20% rule. If you're not in that top 20%, if you're not in that top 20%, you get ignored. I'm sorry, I'm kind of going back and forth. I'm having to field questions from the current girlfriend, and then my dad, and then it's just. But anyways, if you're not in that top 20%, you get ignored. You're put in the 80%, whatever the 80% is, whether it's in terms of Sorry, folks. This is probably isn't gonna be the best video. I feel like I need to get some things off my chest, and but I got put in that 80%, and it's like if I go overseas, just the fact that I'm an American, it kind of puts me in a rung above, a higher up level, and I've been able to have that experience of being like you know, the desirable man with this girl, and fundamentally it's kind of like it's kind of the thing I've loved the most about her was that she made me feel like that. And the problem with that, with that is that it's like kind of been me avoiding these underlying issues, and they're uncomfortable. They're maddening in many ways, and so much of it goes back to my childhood. Because my father's from overseas and my mother's from here, the parents of the kids in my hometown, they would tell their kids, I don't want you playing with that kid. If I see you playing with that kid, you're going to be in trouble. And so those kids would literally tell me, we don't want to play with you. We don't want to be friends with you. We don't like you. And I would get picked on, I would get bullied, I would get alienated. And even after I moved from the Midwest to California and I actually had some friends, real friends, I carry that stuff with me. And dang, I'm trying not to think about her or the effect it had on my relationship. Trying not to, because dang, I got that exam at 3 p.m. and I'm just like, maybe I should have just let sleeping dogs lie. Maybe I shouldn't have asked. Maybe I shouldn't have asked this and that and talked about these things. But here I am, and like it's almost like if I wanted to, I could have had that breaking out of being a PMO addict right then and there, because I would have had a girl over here, and I would have felt like I fit in, because if I'd been able to get this girl to be my girlfriend, even if that meant breaking up with the current girlfriend, I would have had a girlfriend over here, and I would have fit in, and I would have been with her, and even if we hadn't had sex, I would still be with her over here, and I would feel like I fit in, because I felt rejected from this society and this culture since my earliest memories. And it's something that I've carried within me, and it's screwed up because it gets to a point where even if you are being told you're accepted and liked, and the girl wants you, or whatever the heck the case may be, it's like that part of you that just says that, like, that it's all a lie. Because I have been screwed with by girls in the past. I have had girls pretend they were interested in me and they were just messing with me, you know? just feeling really crappy because, like, not only did I have that hard mode relapse earlier because of feeling like this about her, and it wasn't even necessarily that bad because I still felt, to a certain extent, like there was hope, you know? And now it's just like everything's been shattered, you know? Because like I said, if her boyfriend was some guy I didn't know, and it was 5 years in the past and all that kind of stuff, like, well, you know, you can't really hold that against them, or not even matter of holding it against them. It wouldn't feel like I wouldn't be able to imagine her having sex with the other guy. Now I can because I know this guy, you know. Man, oh man, oh man. You know, I really get why people think that if you're a virgin past a certain age, that you must be a loser or a weirdo or a creepo. Well, that's why the girls never wanted to have sex with you, that sort of a deal. But, man, I think I'm just going to keep on rambling on about this. I'm just, wow. Wow. Like, I knew she was fine enough to, like, get a boyfriend if she dang well pleased, but wow. Him. Dang. Wow. Wow. Okay, I'm gonna take some time to process this stuff because I'm just. Okay, I'm sorry, folks. I know this vlog sucks. Just like most things in my life, including myself. Sucky POS that I am. Wish me luck tomorrow, folks. Or actually, it's more like today, because I don't think I'm getting to sleep. And if I do sleep, I'm gonna have a major nightmare. I'm just gonna wake up in a cold sweat, probably screaming or something like that. It's just the stuff's happened in the past. I remember having a nightmare of that half Palestinian girl, and it was like it was a dream where I had a letter I was written to tell her about my feelings and all the stuff that would, you know, I was in my mind I was convinced would change her opinion of me. And I was going looking for her, and I was about to hand her the letter, and then she like disappeared into thin air in the dream. And I wake up and I'm screaming, "Where is she? Where is she? She disappeared!" And my sister found me, you know, kind of rifling through my comforter in on my bed, and like was just like, you know, wondering what was up with me because it was like the middle of the night, and it's like I swear if I go to sleep, I'm gonna end up dreaming about that. It's just wow. Man, when's it gonna stop? I really don't know. You know, it's just like with this PMO stuff. When's it gonna stop? What's it gonna take? But anyways, folks, I'm sorry. I know it's been kind of like me stopping every so often and then pausing and then trying to stay on my train of thought, and I'm just wow. I'm just feeling like I thought I was done feeling like this. I thought, you know, I found the girl, just gonna get to graduation, get married, and be happy, and that would be it. But this comes along, and it's a freaking train wreck. So, anywho, I'm gonna try to recover as much as I can and just go into that exam and just like not be feeling like this as much as I possibly can. So anyways, folks, thanks for watching. I'm really sorry about this. It's just, like I said, I'm torn up inside. I'm feeling like crap, and wow. Anywho, before I just go on and on and on about this, I'm going to end this now. Thank you, and see you folks around. Bye.